Previously on Billy G Saves the Wild.
Perfect.
We're coming off of a President's Trophy winning season, but we got eliminated in the first round. So we underperformed in the playoffs this year compared to our regular season. I don't think we're a bad team by any means. I still think we're a contender. Marcus Foligno retires. Jared Spurgeon retires. All right. Just the fourth. There we go. So Wallander's gone. Frees up like 2.5. Lafton. Except right away. All right. No. Sider goes with Florida Panthers. Jake Bean. I appreciate your offer, but I'm going with a different team. Okay, we got Kernack, though. So we got Kernack for, what do we give him, 3 years at 6.5? Joel Farabee for 1 year.
You guys know what this is all about, right? Right? What's it all about? Spurgey? That. This is about winning.
All right, welcome back to Billy G Saves the Wild. It's been a couple weeks since I've played this. The Wild are eliminated in real life. They got eliminated in the first round again. But we're not here to talk about that or think about that. We're here to escape that reality. We're here for the Billy G Saves the Wild show. I don't know what you want to call this. Reality. All right? Don't think about the real Wild. Think about this version of the Wild that have won 3 Stanley Cups in the last 4 years. All right? Just put it out of your mind. All right? It is the start of, what year is it? 2028 regular season. And boy, do I have an idea for you guys. All right? Let's go to the trade screen. And then let's go to the Montreal Canadiens. There they are. They have a player that I want. This guy. What's his first name? Harvey Irons. He is a 90 overall elite medium right-handed right wing sniper. Those are his stats. He's on, I think the Montreal Canadiens are kind of not great. He's gotten 33 points his rookie year, 55 2 years ago, and 66 last year. All right. I want this guy. And we are going to trade Connor Bedard. Boom. All right. So 1 for 1, this isn't going to work. Because Connor Bedard is 13 mil in cap hit, and Irons is 9.53. If you've been watching this series, and if you're watching episode 28 of this series, I'm guessing you've watched this series. So Connor Bedard for us, he is stuck at that 87 overall. He still has the potential franchise medium though, so that's why his trade value is so high. But there's just certain stats that Connor Bedard isn't going up in. The balance, the endurance, the aggressiveness, body checking, the strength, shot blocking is not going up. Other than that, he's like the best player in the league. He's got a 99 offensive awareness. But I think for the stats that he's putting up at an 87... we go to his stats the last couple years. He had 62 points last year. His rookie year, he had 71. Then he peaked at an 85 his second year. And ever since then, the last 3 years have gotten worse and worse. We have won 3 Stanley Cups with Connor Bedard, but he hasn't been the franchise player that his potential says he is. He's stuck at that 87. So I'm sick of looking at that, and I want to trade him. This is about winning. We're trying to go for 6 Stanley Cups in at least 9 years, or at least 7 Stanley Cups in 9 years or whatever the fuck we're doing. So if we get a guy like Irons who has a better overall, he's less expensive, and he's for 8 more years, which Bedard is for 6 more years, I think this would be a really good move. We would lose some salary. We would gain a better player, and I think we could get a couple other assets as well, because in order for this to go through, we have to pick up some more salary. So I think this guy, Philip Myers, I think his name is. Yeah, Philip Myers. He's a defenseman. He's right-handed, 81 overall, but he's got a 1-year, $4.735 salary. So that would be a perfect fit. It's only a 1 year, so I don't mind overpaying for that guy. And then that would make the trade be able to go through for cap-wise. And I think we could be able to get a couple more draft picks. Montreal doesn't have a first. I don't know if we would get a first, but I think we could get the second, third, and the fourth. And I think this could maybe even go through with all those pieces. So second, third, and a fourth for next year. So Connor Bedard for what was his first name? Henry? Something like that? Harvey. All right, Harvey Irons for Connor Bedard plus Philip Myers and a second, third, and a fourth. This is about winning. Let's actually try to get them to retain some salary. Let's actually do it for Irons. Let's see if they can retain like $1 million. Let's try fleece him. All right. That would make him even cheaper. That would be like 8.5 for him. I don't know if that's for 1 year or all 8 years, but we'll see. All right, this is a crazy. We're gonna fucking shatter the hockey world with this trade. Connor Bedard isn't cutting it. He's not the franchise player that we hoped and thought he would be. He does have 3 Stanley Cups with us, but it's not. It's more of a team Stanley Cup than just a Connor Bedard Stanley Cup. So here we go. Connor Bedard for Harvey Irons, Philip Myers, 2nd round pick, 3rd round pick, and a 4th round pick. Let's see if this goes through. This is going to be crazy if it does. Here we go. Proposed trade. Okay, rejected. Shit, what did they say? Should we not retain? Okay, no retain on him. Let's retain at least so we're in the green. Even though it is legal. There. 825. See if they take that. Okay. So I think that means that it would go through. Here we go. Let's try not a 4th. Let's try a 3rd. 2/3. See if that goes through. Okay. How about a 2nd? Rejected. Okay, so we're going to be able to get away with a 2nd and 2/3. I love when that happens. It's like, this will go through. This will happen to your roster, though. Do you want to go through with it? It's like, nope, let me make some more changes. Try fleece him some more. All right, so this is going to go through. Connor Bedard for Henry Irons. For Philip Meyer, 2nd, 3rd, and a 3rd. Proposed trade. Okay. There we go. Blockbuster trade. Let's go to roster moves here. Let's see if Philip Myers fits. Let's see if Henry Irons fits. No, not Henry. Harvey Irons. He is the best player on our team now at a 90 overall. Let's just go to edit lines real quick. I think they said they were sending Racken down. Moment of truth. Might not get a +5. +3. He's better on the third line. All right. I'm fine with that. I am fine with a +3. Because if our first line hasn't been our best line, it's our second line with the +2. So I'm fine with a +3, honestly. Let's get him on the power play. Whoa, our lines are not correct on the power play. So let's, hold on. Defenseman. Racken for Myers. +3. Ooh, he is perfect for that third pair with Dumba. All right, so Myers is going to play. I thought maybe he would not fit, but he fits great. So him and Dumba with a +3. So that makes our defenseman even a little bit better. All right. What was Racken getting a +3 as well? He was getting a +2. So we get better plus and we get a better player on defense. That is a great trade in my opinion. We'll see if Irons can sharpen the irons on this first line and get them going. Our first line hasn't been great, even with that +5. I mean, they haven't been bad, but they haven't been like dominant, which I want them to be. So we got Harvey Irons at a 90 overall. He's now our best player on the team overall wise. He's 21 years old. He's playing with Perfetti and Kaprizov at a +3. That is a stacked lineup. And a stacked defense core as well. So that is a great trade in my opinion. We got more draft picks as well. Let's get these power plays straightened out. I'm going to do all the lines and then I'll show you guys what I do here. So Perfetti, center. All right, here we go. So first line, we have Kaprizov with Perfetti and Irons at a +3. Our second line, Tippett, Kotkaniemi, and Boldy with a +2. Third line, Comtois. I'm putting Madsen at the third line center. He's not a center, but he does have a 71 face-off, and he does have a top 6 potential. So I think Madsen being between Comtois and Farabee on this third line will really help him develop pretty quick if he gets points. So I think that'll be good for Madsen, even though he's not a true center. Then we got Sapolitiv, Tolola, and Hartman on that fourth line with a +2. I think that's a pretty decent fourth line. Hartman will be carrying that with an 82 overall. Defensemen's, we're going Smithson with Kernak at a +2. Pionk and Lambos at a +2 on that second. And Myers and Dumba with a +3 on the third. Special teams, we're going power play. We get a +5. I'm going Lambos on that first unit with Dumba with the first line. Lambos is why we get that +5, so he needs to stay on that power play. We get a +2 on that second unit. I'm putting Madsen on the right defense for that power play, just so we get maybe some more points on the power play. So hopefully that'll be good for Madsen there as well. Four-man power play. We're going this with a +2. We got Pionk and then Dumba as our offensive choice. We do have a -1, but I guess that's fine for the second unit four-man power play. Penalty kill. We get a +2. Going Tulola and Farabee up front with our two defensive defensemen, Kernak and Smithson on defense. So hopefully that'll be good for the penalty kill. Then we got Hartman and Comtois up front with Lambos and Myers on defense for that second unit. 3-man, we're going Tulola, Kernak, Smithson, Hartman, Meyer, Lambos. They get a -1, but that's all right for a 3-man second pair penalty kill. All right, extras. We have basically the first line with Pionk on that first unit, and then the second line, I should have Dumba in here, actually. Dumba as our second option for an offensive defenseman after Pionk. And then 4-man, we got Lambos. There we go. That's the right way I wanted it. Lambos, Kernak, Farabee, Madsen on that third 4-on-4. 3-on-3. We're going Perfetti, Irons, Pionk, Kokniemi, Boldy, Dumba, Madsen, Lambos, Kaprizov. All right. Extra attackers, we're going Irons and then Boldy. Kaprizov is officially not on our top 2. I'd say Kaprizov is our number 3 now. Shootout, we're going Irons, Boldy, Kaprizov, Perfetti, Kokniemi. If we lose a shootout, in the shootout, I will be so pissed because, look at how stacked this shootout lineup is. Even our 5th guy, even our 6th guy, if we had a 6th guy, would be Tippett, who is an 87 as well. So that is a stacked shootout lineup. And then goalies, we got Wallstedt at an 85, Skinner at an 82. That hasn't changed. Scratches, we got Beckman, Bowie. I brought Bowie up and I sent Racken back down just so he can get some more playing time. And then Lafton. All right. There it is. Let's get this season started here. I'm going to double check to see if I'm on our regular season settings. The hockey world is buzzing after the Bedard Irons trade. All right. NHL return. We're going to go fully healed and rotate goalies on. Here we go. All right, let's go to captains and jerseys real quick. So we got Hartman at an A with an A, Lambos with an A, Dumba with a C. All right. So let's go. Irons is now 25. I think he wants to be 27. But we need to keep the all-star first line going. So Perfetti is 96. Kaprizov is 97. We can't go 98. We can't replace him with Bedard. So we're going to go 95. There we go. Irons is now a 95 number. So that all-star 90s numbered line stays intact. Just not 98. It's a 95. All right. Kernak with an 81. I have no idea if that's his real number, but hey, if he wants it, he can have it. All right. Let's get this season started. I don't think we need to do anything else. Let's advance some days here. Should just go to calendar. So we'll try to sim up to about the trade deadline again, which would be March 6th. All right. So let's sim through preseason. So let's go like the 10th. Kraken, get that shit out of my face. I made my trade for the year. Oh, another reason why I wanted to trade Bedard at the beginning of the year and not at the trade deadline or even next offseason is because his potential was still the franchise medium. And I don't know, I wanted to jump on it before it changed and his draft value went down. So that's why I hopped on that fast. The idea came to me, and I hopped on it. 5-1 win, 8-1 win, 4-1 win. Preseason's going pretty well. 6-1 in the preseason. All right. So the first game is on the 12th. So let's sim 10 games. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shit, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think. Let's go to the second. The first game is at home against the Sharks. 4-3 loss in the first game. Second game, 3-1 win against the Caps. 4-3 win against the Vegas Golden Knights. 2-1 win against the Islanders. Blues, 7-5 loss. Wow. 4-1 win against Dallas. 4-3 win. Comtois, I want to speak about my ice time. Yeah. 11:28. Let's try Persuade. I'm a team player. All right. Comtois on that third line. Thinks he needs to be on that second line. So 4-3 win against LA. Iowa injury. We'll do best lines. Fabry wants to speak about ice time. So Fabry and Comtois are going to be the two guys wanting more ice time this year. Because they are pretty high overalls for a third line. All right, so let's keep going. 5-2. 6-3 win against the Devils. Anaheim. Kirill has been injured with an injured shoulder. All right. Kirill goes down early. So let's bring in... Should we bring in Beckman right on that first line? Let's see what happens. They get evens. Anyone fit? Does Tippett fit on that first? Kind of does. Should we do that? Beckman on the second. Tippett on the first. Gets a +1 instead of an even for Beckman. That's fine. Injured shoulder I don't think will be that long for Kaprizov. It's one of Kaprizov's... Other than that playoff one, Kaprizov has been pretty healthy most of the years, I think. So let's go Beckman for Tippett. Beckman for Tippett. So we need to re-sign... Oh, Tippett's an 88. Okay. So we still need to re-sign Tippett and Kotkaniemi and Wallstedt, I think, are the three guys that we need to try to sign. All right, so 5-4 win against the Ducks, 5-4 loss against the Flames. So we're 7-3. All right, let's check on some stats. There we go. Harvey Irons, 15 points in 10 games, 9 goals. All right, it's team stats first. All right, so we're first in our division with 14 points. Goals for is 4 even. Goals against is 3.2. Hopefully that keeps going down from there. That's a little high. Power play 18.5. Which is kind of average for this game, I think. Penalty kill is 80. Home 5-1, away 2-2. All right, so no glaring. Besides the goals against, that's the only thing I don't like, really. But I think that'll even out the more we sim here. We should have a really good team. Irons with 15 points. Perfetti is feeding Irons 15 points as well. Tippett, 10. Boldy, 10. All points per game. That's great. Kaprizov is a point per game, but he missed one game. He's at 9. Kotkaniemi with 9. Fabry, 6. Hartman, 5. Kernak with 5. Kernak's outscoring Dumba, Lambos, and Pionk. All right, so it's only been 10 games. Beckman was in for 1, didn't get any points. Shit, should have looked at goalies. Wallstat, 8 games played, 6 wins, 1 loss. Save percentage is under 900, so that needs to be better. Goals against 2.5, which is fine. Skinner's gotten into 4 games, 1 loss, or 1 win, 3 losses. Skinner's not been great, so maybe play him less. I wish there was a frequency I could set for that. EA, come on. Give me like a depth chart for if I have injuries, just plug them in for the next guy up type thing. And then give me a frequency of how frequent I want my backup to play. Come on, EA. Whatever. What game is this? NHL 22? So NHL 23? Is this NHL 22? What? Yeah. Goddamn. NHL 23. Please have a depth chart for injuries. And please have a frequency for backup goalies and starters. All right? Those are my 2 requests for NHL 23. Will they listen? Are they listening? Probably not. All right, let's sim some more. Not even going to look at the Kaprizov injury because I'm just going to trust that he'll be back. All right, so let's go another 10 games. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 23rd. At Seattle. Here we go. Seattle's not having a good start. 7-3 win. Good. 5-2 win against the Coyotes. Good. Kirill is fully healed. There we go. All right. So we'll go Tippett back down to the second. Beckman out. Beckman, 3 games, 1 goal, 3 assists. It's hard to not reward a guy after something like that. So maybe we should... There we go. Madsen's in an 80 already. Only 1 goal, 3 assists, but still. Do we take a guy like... I don't know how to fucking say this guy's name. Sapaliv out for Beckman after Beckman had 4 points in 3 games. Do we do that? It's an even. I don't know. It's tough to take a guy out of the lineup. He was on a good line, so that could have something to do with it. You know what? Let's keep him in for this next chunk of games. All right. If you can see it, 2-1 win, OT, 4-2 win against the Sabres. Come on, EA. Keep up. Keep up with my simming. Get that shit trade out of my face. Come on. Come on. Stop. See? This fucking game, man. Alright, so we're going to the 23rd. So let's do one more. We're 14-5. 2-1 win. Okay, where did we last? Okay, I think we were here. So 2-1 OT win. 4-2 win. 2-0 win. 3-2 loss. 5-4 loss. 4-1 win. 7-6 win. 2-1 win. We're 15-5. It's a pretty damn good record to start. All right, let's check. Perfetti, 28 points, leading the team. Getting those assists with irons. All right, team. We're kind of 8 games up on the St. Louis Blues for our division, so that's good. Goals for is almost 4. Goals against has gone down a bunch, so that's good. 2.8. Power play went up. Penalty kill barely went up. And home and away last 10, 8-2. Okay. So that's good. The goals against went down, which is the number one thing I wanted to happen there. So Perfetti with 28 points. Irons with 22 points. 12 goals. Boldy 21 points. Tippett 17. Kaprizov 17. Kotkaniemi 17. So there's our top 2 lines needing to carry this team, which is good. Everyone is basically a plus, other than maybe our fourth line. How's Beckman doing? Okay. So he's only had one more point after keeping him in. So that's when we'll take him out. For Sepov and Olive. Whatever the fuck. Alright, so let's get Beckman back out. Beckman out. 4. Is he left wing? Is he center? What is this guy? This guy. He's a center. 73 face-off. Okay, that's why I don't have him playing center. So, Sapala Olive is back in. Did I change Irons? Okay, Kaprizov is back on the power play. Tippett. Here we go. If we need to change this. Tippett, Kaprizov changed. Penalty kill is good. Extras. We need Tippett for Kaprizov and Tippett out for Kaprizov. Yeah. Okay. Now we're good. All right. So we have 30 points. Canucks have 29. Bruins have 32. So Bruins and the Canucks are our competition right now. All right, so we'll sim another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 13th. Let's keep her rolling. Columbus. Pionk, has been injured with an injured elbow. All right. So then, can we go Dumba? Or should we go... Okay, so I guess we'll do Dumba, Lambos. Yeah, so we'll do that. Bowie, third pair, +1 with Meyer. So that changes our power play. Would we put... Kernak would probably get a minus, right? He's an even. Let's see if we can get maybe like a +1. So +1. I think I'd rather have Kernak at an even. Just for now. So we'll do Dumba up. And then Lambos in on this second one. Alright. Good enough. Alright. Comtois. I'm sorry how I'm playing out there. That's alright, man. Team's playing good. There we go. You can do it, Comtois. Joe Fabry, you want to speak about ice time. Come on, man. I know you're a good player, but we need you on that third line. I have to disagree. Hey, you came here on a 1-year deal. We paid you a shit ton. You know you're going to be on the bottom 6. Damn, 7-0 win against the Blackhawks. 4-3 win against the Canes. Toronto, our nemesis. Best lines in the AHL. They're not having a good year, but they beat us 6-5. AHL, best lines. Florida, not having a good year. 3-2 win. Buffalo, not having a good year. 3-2 win. Neil Pionk is fully healed. There we go. I don't mind these minor injuries. We just can't stack them up, and then we can't have long term. So Bowie, what'd you do? 5 games, no points, but he was a +3. So Pionk back in. And we gotta fix our power play again. So Dumba, Lambo switch, Lambos out for Pionk. Should we have Dumba in for Pionk? Maybe. It is an even. Kernak out. Pionk in. Get back that +2. And I didn't change the extras, so we should be good. All right, 3-1 win against the Devils. 6-2 loss against the Blue Jackets. 7-1 win against the Islanders. 5-1 win against the Ducks. 22-8. Haven't lost in overtime yet. Let's keep peeking at these stats. Perfetti still leading the team, 41 points. Perfetti's having a career year right now. He just needed a guy that would live up to his potential, I guess. So it's been long enough. Let's do entire league here. All right, so we're leading the league with 44 points. Vancouver is right on our tail with 42. Boston 39. Columbus having a good year, 37, and a bunch of teams at 36. Goals for is at 4 exactly. That's good. That's really good. Goals against is under 3, 2.8, which is good. Our power play isn't that great, 19.4. Compared to everyone else, we're kind of, I don't know, average or not that great for power play. Penalty kill, 80. So I think our 5-on-5 this year is really good. Our power play and penalty kill are pretty average. Home away, last 10, 7-3. So it looks like our 5-on-5 is carrying us. Perfetti with 41 points. Irons with 33. Boldy with 31. Kaprizov with 30 in 27 games, so that's good. Kind of spread out goals scoring so far. No one's taking command here. Kotkaniemi 26, Tippett 25, Fabry with 22 on that third line. Where is Comtois? 13. So Comtois is not scoring that much on that third line. He's getting 13 minutes, about the same as Farabee. 13-20 for Farabee. All right, Talola, he's at an 80 now. I think he was at a 79. Where's Madsen? 13 points. 3 goals, 10 assists, getting under 13 minutes. Hopefully he can keep that pace. That's not a terrible pace for him. Lambos. Pionk not putting up many points here. All right, so team looks to be doing good. I mean, we're the best team in the league, so I can't say we're doing bad. So let's keep going. Keep on chugging. Let's try run away with this here. 22-8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I believe to the third. Chicago, 10-1 win. Pumped Chicago. 4-1 win against the Coyotes. Iowa will do best lines. 10-1. 7-1 win against the Capitals. 4-3 OT loss. Our first OT loss of the year. Detroit. Iowa will do best lines. Smithson has been injured. All right. So that's our one. That's our rookie defenseman, our defensive defenseman. So let's go Bowie back in. +2, +1, +1. I think that's the best we can do. Unless we go. There we go. Okay, let's do Dumba. Dumba and Kernak on that second pair. Myers and Bowie on the third. We have a lot of right-handed defensemen this year. Dumba will be playing his offhand, but that's fine. So that would affect our penalty kill. Bowie can go right in there, though. I'm fine with that. All right. All right. 4-2 loss against the Red Wings. Iowa, best line. 6-3 win against the Avs. 8-6 win against the Penguins. Iowa, best lines. 4-3 win against the Hurricanes. 6-1 win against the Yotes. All right, Smithson is fully healed. I don't mind those nick and bruise injuries. Got to reshuffle everything. And Bowie out for Smithson. Smithson, how are you doing? 1 goal, 8 assists. Not bad. He's a plus 25, so that's really good. This is his rookie year, right? Yes. He was in Iowa the last 2 years. Didn't put up that many points, but he's a defensive defenseman, so that's fine. He's an elite low. When did we draft this guy? The 7th round. Oh my God. Drafted in 2025 in the 7th round. And he's already in the NHL. God. Billy G, you genius bastard. All right. So that defensive defenseman with a defensive defenseman pair is working out pretty well this year. All right. Decline that trade. Where are we now? 6-2 win against the Oilers. Where did we leave off? We are pumping teams. Look how much we're scoring. Ever since this 10-1 win. Actually, probably all year. But ever since 7 goals, 5 goals, 10 goals, 4 goals, 7 goals, 3 goals, 2 goals, 6 goals, 8 goals, 4 goals, 6 goals, 6 goals. We are averaging so high goal scoring right now. Cole Perfetti continues his reign. I want to know what our goal for is. 4.4. We are unreal. Goals against 2.75. Power play went up. That's good. 23.3. Penalty kill went down just a tiny bit, but that's fine. Last 10, 8-1-1. We are raining cats and dogs goals right now. Points 61. Vancouver with 56. Columbus 54. So we got a little bit of space for that President's Trophy again. Let's look at some stats, player stats. Perfetti. All right, so Perfetti, 57. Irons, 52. Would Bedard have 52 right now if he was still on this team? If Bedard was still on this team, would Perfetti have 57 points? Would Kaprizov have 48 points? I don't know. I don't think so. For whatever reason, that +5 with Bedard did not work. And a +3 with Irons is working way better. Our second line isn't carrying us anymore. It's our first line. Look at this plus-minus. Unreal. Boldy. Our second line's not doing bad, though. Boldy with 46 points in 40 games. Tippett's struggling. Or not struggling, but like he's not a point per game, so he's struggling. Fabry, 28. Dumba with 24. There we go, Dumba. Keeps putting up the points as a defenseman. Dumba's on that third pair, but he's still in that power play. Already has more power play points than he did all last year. His time on ice is down. But that's fine. His numbers are still staying the same points-wise. Probably going to be better than last year. So Dumba having a good year. He's only an 83 overall, so there's not much. I mean, you can't demand so much out of Dumba anymore, but that's a really good year out of Dumba. Look at these plus-minuses. Kernack, 29 plus-minus. Smithson, 26. Just great. We're just scoring so much right now, and we're not getting scored on. Let's look at goalies. Wallstedt, 32 games played, 24 wins, 5 losses, 1 OT loss, 2 shutouts. Save percentage isn't great, but our goals against is fine. Skinner, 11 games, 6 wins, 5 losses. His save percentage is not good. Goals against is over 3, so he isn't having a good year for stats-wise. If we weren't scoring so much, we would our goaltending would be a problem. Well, Stet's doing fine. He's not doing good, he's doing fine. We're just outscoring everybody. How many games we got until the trade deadline here? About a month, I think. Oh, 2 months. All right, so let's sim some more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 24th. Vegas, 4-2 win. Winnipeg, 3-2 win. Tampa Bay has fired their head coach. All right. 4-1 loss against the Blackhawks. 6-3 win against the Bruins. That's a big win because the Bruins are good. Toronto, 4-1 win. Sabres, 5-3 loss. 5-2 win against Seattle. Iowa will do best lines. Blues, 3-2 win. Buffalo, not having a good year again. 6-0 win. There we go. 2-1 loss against the Sharks. That's pretty rare of us getting shut out right there. All right, so 37, 12, and 1. I think we can just keep on going here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Calgary. Get that ass trade out of my face. Iowa, best lines. Calgary's having a pretty good year. 5-3, 5-4 loss. Iowa, best lines. Seattle again. 7-1 win. Iowa again, best lines. Looks like the All-Star break. 5-4 OT loss. Ottawa, Bedard. Bedard gets his revenge. Wait, no, that's not Ottawa. He's not on Ottawa. Who's he on? Canadians. So 4-3 loss. 5-4 shootout loss. Have we played them? Ottawa? Or not Ottawa. Fuck. Canadians. 4-3 win against LA. 4-3 OT loss against the Avs. 4-3 OT win against the Canucks, which is a big win because the Canucks are good. 4-3 loss. 5-3 loss. All right. Let's sim. Or is that where we should end it? So we got 8 days until the trade deadline. Yeah, that's where we'll end it for this video. Let's look at stats one more time. Let's see how Bedard is doing. All right, so we're leading the league with 84 points. Blue Jackets are right behind us with 82. Calgary with 80. Anaheim with 80. And then a little bit of a drop off. Where the fuck? Weren't the Canucks good? Did they fall off pretty hard? 72 points. Our goals for 4.13. That is for sure the highest we've had in this series. In this whole series. In this 28 episode series. Goals against 2.85. Power plays climbing just ever so slightly. 24.7. Penalty kill's been around 80 the whole entire year. I don't mind that, but I don't know. Could be better, I guess. Home, we are 19-6-3. Away, we're 21-10-1. Our last 10 hasn't been great. 3-4-3. Perfetti, 72 points. Boldy, 67. Kaprizov, 65. Iron 65. Kotkaniemi 56. Tippett 52. Then a little bit of a drop off to Fabry on that third line. 39. Madsen with 39. Comtois with 38. I like that third line though. Madsen does have 7 power play points, so that's good. He's still at an 80. But that's a pretty good year for Madsen. Rookie year. We got a couple rookies on this team. Got Madsen. There's Tulola. Was he on the team last year? Yeah, he was. Tulola's already having a career season for him. Pionk not putting up many points. Do we get Beckman back in? He's only been in 11 games. Do we put Beckman on that fourth line again? I think we do. I'm going to do that before I forget for next video. All right, Beckman is in. He's down to an 81, probably because his morale, yeah. He doesn't like our management right now. I could see Beckman maybe asking for a trade if this keeps up. But he's under contract for 4 more years at under $1 million, so I don't think he's going to go anywhere. This is kind of his life. If anyone gets injured, he's on that line, but that's just how it is for now for Beckman. All right, I want to see where Bedard is. All right, so Irons is at 65 points. Let's see what Bedard is at. So we traded him to Canadians. Bedard is at 53 points. He's a -2. Is he on that same line as Pettersson? Maybe. Atkinson is their third highest scorer, and he's an 80 overall. Suzuki, 85. Caulfield, 83 only. How is he only an 83? So we trade Bedard to a not great team. What is Pettersson getting? 15.5 mil. That's even more than Bedard at 13. Oh my God, the Canadians. Why did you accept that trade? We fleeced them. What kind of defenseman they got? They ain't got shit, man. Riley Walsh, the old AHL legend. He's finally getting some NHL games, though. He's only a 74 now. That is not good. Who they got in net? Gibson, 84. That's not... I mean, we only have an 85. Sorry, Bedard. Weren't cutting it. You were looking like a bust to me. All right, anything else I should look at before we end the video? Maybe let's view some contracts. See if we could extend anyone for next video. All right, so Tippett, what does Tippett want? He wants 6 years at 7.35. Okay. Kotkaniemi wants... Whoa! Why does Kotkaniemi want 10 mil? Oh my God. Fabry doesn't want. Understandable, because he's not getting the minutes that he wants. Hartman wants an extension. Smithson. We should definitely re-sign him, since he fits perfectly on that first pair. What would he want? If we go super long term, yeah, he does get expensive. But a guy like that, an elite low, 82 overall, 22 years old. He's got 2 more years of RFA. But if we give him 2 years, he might want a payday after those 2 years. But maybe that's what we'll just have to do. I'm not sure. Myers wants. Sapolitiv wants. Madsen. What would Madsen want? We go super long term with him. 4.25. For a third line guy with top 6 potential, I'd be fine with 4.25. So maybe that would be one that we try sign right away. Maybe get him 4 mil 4.25 is not bad for Mattson. But he would be for sure a third. I'd be kind of stuck on that third line. But 4.25 for a good third line guy, I wouldn't be upset with. Farabee, doesn't want one. All right, so there's a little sneak peek. Next video, we'll get into those extensions because I don't think we'll be trading anyone this year. I should have looked at Wallstedt. What does Wallstedt want? I always forget about the goalies. He wants an extension. He wants a little bit of a bump. He doesn't want long term. So maybe we would just do that 2 years, 4.9. He's at 4 right now, so it'd be under $1 million bump for Wallstedt. But he doesn't want long term. I'm fine with that though, because right now he's at a starter low instead of an elite. What was he? He was an elite low. So maybe short term for Wallstedt is the right move. I'm fine with that. All right. So there's some things to think about. Some extensions. We kind of have a lot of extensions that we could do, actually. So, yes. But we are leading the league right now with 84 points. Blue Jackets are behind us with 82. All right. So, big move. Bedard is not on the team anymore. We got Irons. But I think it was a good move because that first line is carrying us now, like I've wanted them to this whole time. I don't think I need to do anything else. Double check. I don't think so. So, yes. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. Don't think about the real life Wild. Think about this Wild. And peace out. Go fake Wild.